genetic engineering works in our life. It helps us. This is a bacterial cell I have drawn, and it has its own chromosome, a plasmid, which is extra chromosomal structure, circular structure present, and here we are going to utilize the bacteria. It's a bacteria which will be factory for us in the production of human insulin gene. So this plasmid will actually serve as a vector, and it will carry the foreign gene into this bacteria. And this bacteria, when it why we have taken bacteria? Because bacteria is a prokaryote, unicellular, asexual reproduction it goes for. So there are many benefits of using bacteria, and in a shorter period of time we can have large number of bacterial cell that will carry the foreign gene in it. Where it will carry? It will carry into this vector. That means this plasmid will become a vector for all of us, and it will carry the foreign gene, and this foreign gene is nothing else than the human insulin gene. So this is our motive behind this genetic engineering. Let's see how. Now we know this is going to be our purpose. This bacterial cell will be reproducing, and it will in turn this foreign gene which is introduced into the bacterial cell as in the plasmid as a vector is going to carry, and this will reproduce, and it will give us factory many bacterial cell which are having recombinant human insulin gene, and we can by the specific process we can extract the human insulin gene and we can utilize it for the treatment of diabetics. This is our motive. Process, we have to just little bit we have to use our brain that how we are going to do it. Let me start from here so that you can understand how exactly we are going to do. See, we know this fact that this is a bacterial cell which has got its own chromosome into it, and this is the plasmid which is there present in the vector. It will work as a vector in the bacterial cell. This plasmid is self-replicating. It is extra chromosomal circular structure. It will carry the foreign gene. So what is that foreign gene? That foreign gene is nothing else. This is the human cell. Say this is the nucleus of the human cell. Let me take another color. No, this I will use for writing. So I will take another color. I'll take the green color. I hope you will be able to see. It has got its nucleus, and within the nucleus the genetic material is there, and this genetic material we will take. This is our motive. So what we do, we know that we have to extract, we have to remove the nuclear membrane. We use some detergent to isolate the DNA, and then we collect this DNA, and using this portion means how we will get the DNA from there. We will isolate it. First is isolation from the human cell. This is the human cell which will carry the human insulin gene. This is the human cell which is carrying the insulin gene. This is a very common example which I am showing you. Within its nucleus the genetic material is there. We will isolate the genetic material by the special technique. We know how to isolate DNA, so we will do that, and then we will get this gene. This will be utilized. This is going to be utilized. So same restriction, this will be utilized means what? This is the whole of the DNA molecule. Now we need a DNA means segment we need. What we will do? We will use a specific restriction endonuclease to cleave this. The specific restriction endonuclease which will cleave will receive a signal and it will cleave, and the same restriction endonuclease will be cleaving here also. So this portion cleavage, let me show it here, okay, so that you understand. This is the plasmid and it has to be cleaved at this portion. When it is cleaving means it's cutting. It's the same restriction endonuclease which is receiving the signal sequence. So the same restriction endonuclease. Why? Because the same signal will be there. We know that. Now we cut this, we cut that also. and that cut end, what we got from there, has to be attached. In the next step, this is our step 1, where the cleavage will be taking place by the same restriction endonuclease, and then the second point is going to be that into this foreign gene. What is this foreign gene? Human cell is carrying that insulin gene will be introduced into this cutting cleavage. Second step is introduction of this foreign gene, which is actually the human insulin gene, into this plasmid. So let me write down first and then I shall explain with the help of a drawing that the second point is introduction into the plasmid. So when it is introduced, it seems something like this. Let me draw it for you, because always I prefer drawing. I shall draw it this side so that it can be more clear for you to understand. So this is our plasmid which has been cut, and this is the human insulin gene that has been introduced now into the plasmid, and it will be our vector. Why it is our vector? Because it is carrying this human insulin gene. This plasmid is able to carry human insulin gene now, and it is a recombinant I have got. This is the human insulin gene, and this is the plasmid. Now where it will be introduced? This is a recombinant we have prepared, and this recombinant in the third step is going to be the third step is this recombinant will be introduced into this bacterial cell. The bacterial cell is the host cell which will reproduce, and it will give many copies of bacterial cells which are carrying this foreign gene. This foreign gene is what? Human insulin gene. So many bacterial cells are having within a short period of time, and thus a factory, you can say. So in the third step is introduction. When it will happen? When the bacterial cell will receive, when the bacterial cell receives this foreign DNA. What is this foreign DNA? It is none other than the human insulin gene. When it is receiving this human insulin gene, then we say the process is transformation. Whenever a cell gets a new DNA, whenever that is happening, that a cell is getting a new DNA, it is known as transformation. So the process is transformation, and this recombinant is going to be introduced into this bacterial cell, and thus the transformation will be taking place. So I think this till here the process seems little bit methodically we have to remember. First is cleavage, then cleavage means the same restriction endonuclease cleaving both the organisms. Here in this case we are using bacterial cell and a human insulin gene. Definitely it has to be human insulin gene. How you will get? If you are not isolating the nucleus, if you are not isolating the DNA material from the nucleus, so you have to break open the nucleus. After breaking open the nucleus, you will be able to get the genetic material. When you get the genetic material, it's a total genetic material which we do not need. So much we do not need. We need a section, and for that we use a particular restriction endonuclease, and the same restriction endonuclease has to cleave our bacterial plasmid also, so that there is a compatibility, so that the same sticky ends are there. And if same sticky ends are there, then very easily we can apply the complementary base pairing rule. Complementary base pairing rule, I hope you remember this rule is known to us, that still I will just revise once. If it is tag and cat, then what is the complementary base will be that if it is T, then it is A. If it is A, then it's T. If it is G, then C. If it is C, then G. If it is A, then again T. If it is T, then again A. So this is the complementary base pairing rule. Why it is going to be very easy for us? Because same restriction endonuclease is there. So we are going to have sticky ends, and if the sticky ends are there, definitely ligase will be able to seal the ends also, the sugar phosphate backbone. And now we have prepared the recombinant. The recombinant is this, and this is going to be, let me write, this is a recombinant DNA molecule which will be introduced into the host cell. And what is the host cell? The host cell is actually a bacterial cell. It is nothing else than the bacterial cell. And when this recombinant, this is going to be the vector for us, it is carrying the foreign gene, and whenever the cell is getting a new DNA molecule, what is the process called? It is transformation. Now in the bacterial cell, we know that now this has happened. This bacterial cell is this is a benefit, an advantage for all of us, because it is going to reproduce, and in short duration you can have many bacterial cells. You can have many bacterial cells, like here I am drawing it here. You can have many bacterial cells, and these bacterial cells are carrying that foreign gene, that is the human insulin gene, which is present inside that plasmid. This is the plasmid, and it is carrying that foreign gene in it. And what is the foreign gene? Human insulin gene. So this is a big benefit to use the bacterial cell as a factory to produce many insulin gene. In a special technique, you can isolate this human insulin gene and you can use for the treatment of diabetics. So genetic engineering has given us a boon in this case. So genetic engineering can be introduced in various fields. Earlier I had talked about crop farming, pet breeding, sheep, cat. Safely genetic engineering has been used in sheep, cat, dogs, fish, rat, mice, and later on we have, in our next videos, we can talk about the gene cloning also. So this is the process of modification or the manipulation of the gene structure. That is, the genetic code is universal, so we can do it very easily. Introduction of technology in the field of molecular biology, the purpose is producing new traits, our desired trait of course. Then what is the thin line of difference, that from one organism we are taking a DNA molecule, from another organism we are taking another DNA molecule, and we are combining it and we are introducing it. Somewhere transgenesis is also related to this, but in case of transgenesis, the introduction has to be of that gene which is not present in that organism. And in case of genetic engineering, it has to be introduction of that gene. It either increases or decreases or it removes, but the gene that we are introducing is present there. So that difference, when we are talking, when I will give you the video on transgenics, you will be able to understand very clearly what is the difference over here between genetifying or manipulating organisms for the benefit. We have certain benefit and it has been used in various fields. GMO, that is genetically modified organisms. So far, genetically modified means manipulated. Modified means we have changed. Modified organisms among the animals. The safe genetic engineering that has been done is for sheep, goat, cat, dog, rat, mice, fishes so far. And other than that, we have some other also. We have insect resistance. Insect resistance. We can prepare insect resistance genes. It has been used in crop farming, in herbicide tolerance. So in crop farming, I have just said crop farming, it is used. So in various fields, insect resistance gene, and then herbicide tolerant, human insulin, bacterial cell has been used. We know just now one example I have given, bacterial cells. A few examples that I can remember about the soya bean, the corn, these are being used. So it has a vast purpose. Our motive is to produce our desired trait in an organism. As the means you may think it's very peculiar, but it is happening that a cat is glowing. Why? Because it has got the gene from another organism, and because it is carrying more of the DNA molecule of the cat, so it's cat, but it is having some of the traits, our desired trait of having some other quality we have tried to introduce into that organism. So genetic engineering has given us a big blessing in this case. I hope you have enjoyed studying this topic on genetic engineering, how we are trying to modify, how we are trying to manipulate gene structure, and how we are going to do it. Hoping that you have really liked the video. Do encourage me to give you more effort on these topics, and coming up topics are going to be really more interesting because it's going to be gene cloning, it's going to be transgenics, where it is the difference between genetic engineering and transgenics, because it's quite similar, but there is a very big difference between these two. So coming up videos will be focusing on that. I hope you liked it. Thank you for being with me.